Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to interview a success story today. Her name is Brenda, and she lives in Indiana. And I'm so excited about her story. Hi, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Barry. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, awesome. My heart is so happy for you. So tell us where you're from and how old you are.
I am 70 years old and I am from, I was from a town called South Bend, Indiana. And I have been with Barry's program. And so that's the reason I found the man of my life was
That
through
is so
Barry's program.
that is so exciting. So let's start at the beginning. What were some of the challenges or struggles you were facing before you worked with me?
Oh, where do I begin? Childhood? It was, I had always chose the type of men that first of all didn't have the same love language as I did. And I was always trying to get a guy to love me and to make me feel like I was enough. And it's been a struggle through my whole life. And basically it goes back to my mother, who I never felt like she loved me. And I used to, when I was a little kid, true story, I would for years wrote her letters that said, "Do you love me?" Circle yes or no. So it goes back to that. That's, that usually it does go back that far. And so then, fast forward, you grow up and then you get the same type of man that you're still trying to find that love. And I had an excellent dad, and I always kind of wanted to find a dad like my dad, but just never did because I didn't have the tools to know how to attract that kind of man. So I would end up with men that were selfish and men that were had their own issues. And so that was my pattern
Right.
throughout my whole life, basically, until I met you. The man I'm with now, he's wonderful. He came over every day but Mondays, and he would just hang out with me, and then he'd go home and he'd come back the next day. So he really put the effort in it. And then we had a lot of fun together. We would, in the summertime, we would go listen to bands and music, and we did that like every Thursday night. We would go to this place, and we did that for a whole summer. So we really had a lot of fun together. And so that was
Oh,
all part of it. But the thing about him is him and I are so much alike. I mean, we like the same things, we like to do the same things. It's just amazing when you really connect with somebody. And we had the same values and the same morals and everything. And it's so easy. Like you had always said, Barry, that it's easy when you're with them. There's such a connection there and such a love. And we kind of knew it at the beginning. We kind of knew how we had really connected, but we didn't want to say too much. So we just kept dating. And then last year, or this year actually, he's like, "We should get married." And I'm like, "Yeah, we should." So it was, and his daughter got married this year too in Mississippi. And so it's been great. It really has. And I tell him all the time how much, I appreciate him, and we
oh,
both appreciate each other. He does so much for me. Like right now he's washing my car, and he just, they take care of you. And I've
yes.
never been taken care of. I've never had anybody that wanted to do things like that, take care of my car and all that kind of stuff. I've just never had somebody in my life. I was always trying to get somebody to love me who wasn't capable of loving. And another thing I really want to stress to women, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you're overweight. It doesn't
Right.
matter your age. It doesn't matter. When you connect with someone, it doesn't matter. Especially at our age, it just doesn't matter. And
That's
women
right.
get they get insecure, and they think they're too heavy, and they think they're not pretty enough and all that kind of stuff. It has nothing to do with any of that because, we are at the age we're at.
Well, Brenda, thank you so much for joining us and inspiring everyone who was listening. That's
Thank you,
amazing.
Barry.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Good
All
to
right.
see you.
Great to see you.